Hi, this is Mahua Gorti from Ladder Consulting, and today we are going to talk about a little very important topic when you are going to crack that interview. You're attending the interview, and the impression that you are making is a lot dependent on your overall grooming. Okay, so when I say grooming, it's not only the way you dress, but it is overall the way you carry yourself. Okay, in the last video we saw how body language makes a lot of difference. Yes, body language is of utmost important, but grooming is equally important. Now look, we are in India, and most of the jobs in India are also, the interviews are taken by Indian interviewers. Okay, so when you are attending a job interview, probably the international rules of grooming or the international regulations of dressing may not be really absolutely applicable. But then there are certain do's and do nots which you as a job seeker must know. Before I move on to the next part of the video, I want you to grill one particular concept in your head, that a lot of times we are told like this. We are brought up in a culture where we are told that appearances should not matter. Nobody should be judging you, by your look alone. Do not judge the book by its covers. Let me tell you, all said and done, everybody all the time is judging the book by a cover. Tell me, will you go and pick up a book and start reading if it is not looking neat, nice, and well kept? No, you will not do that. Will you go and buy a dress, a new dress, if that dress is not looking well maintained and new? You will not buy, right? Similarly, understand, you are a job seeker and the interviewer is looking at you, not expecting you to be in a James Bond like attire. Nobody is expecting that, but definitely expecting you to carry yourself nice and neat. Okay, formal. The entire concept of looking formal is that you look ready to work. What exactly is a formal attire or formal grooming? It means you are ready to work. You're not having your clothing, or your grooming is not having a single element which is going to distract you for working. Okay, that is basically very basic concept of formal attire is this. Okay, now today we are going to talk a little about clothing for women. Okay, interview appropriate clothing for women. Today's video is all about that, and it's only attire. In the next video I'll talk about the grooming part. But when I say interview appropriate grooming, interview appropriate dressing, you need to understand that your wardrobe or the dresses that you wear, they have to be appropriate to the occasion at any point of time. Now tell me, will you ever wear a sari and go for, a discotheque? You'll not do that, right? Okay, why? Why? Because it's not appropriate. It's going to come in the way. If you want to go to a discotheque and dance, then you don't want that sari or the dupatta to keep falling off, and come in the way of your having fun. So similarly, all your attire, the dresses that you wear must be appropriate for the occasion. So here, what is the occasion? We are talking about an official interview. We are talking about a formal interview. So how you need to appear is that you are absolutely ready for it. Okay, ready, prepared, and neat and nice. Basically, these are the guidelines for your formal attire. Now let's talk about Indian women's wear. It can be either western or it can be Indian wear, right? Now if it is a western wear, then the rules are very simple. You can wear a formal dress, exactly as a formal wear for men can be. That means that you should wear a trouser, no jeans. At no point of time should you appear for an interview in a jeans. Look, I know that there are certain companies where the jeans are allowed in the office wear, but even for those interviews, my recommendation is that do not go wearing your jean, because the first impression, okay, the first impression that a jeans creates is casual. Now once you're selected and then the company has taken you, at that point of time, if the company dress code says that okay, you can wear a black jean, then you can wear a black jean. But for the interview, never, never, never go in a jean. Okay, it gives a very, very casual look. And believe me, 50% of the interview you have lost then and there when you are wearing a jean. Okay. Now you have worn a trouser. Trouser also avoid flashy or light color trousers. Imagine you wear a fluorescent yellow trouser. Then immediately the appearance or the impression that comes up is a Govinda style, right? That is not something that you want to do when you're appearing for interview. So you should be wearing dark color trousers. Pinstripe trousers are nice. For girls, for women, you can go for a tailored fit trousers. Otherwise, some of the ready-made trousers which are available with brands such as Go Color or at Max or Pantaloons are wonderful. Make sure they're not too tight, okay, nor too loose. See, not too tight, because the trouser should at no point of time pinch the waistline. That gives a very bad look. But at the same time, if the trouser is very loose, then also the formal look goes. It gives you a hiking or a trekking kind of a look. It no more gives you a formal interview look. So go for a nice trouser which fits you properly. Now the moment your trouser is of dark colored and pinstripe, dark colored or pinstripe, now you go for a contrast in your shirt. The shirt or the top that you take up, the shirt or the top should be lighter than your trouser. That is where the exact formal contrast comes. Visually, if you see dark trouser, light colored shirt or top, and then your face. So what happens is, when the interviewer is looking at your face, he or she will be able to focus on your face only. His eyes or his eyes or vision will not go towards your dresses anymore. That's the entire point of your formal attire. So light color shirt or top you're wearing. Now this shirt can be either cotton, it can be any material. Avoid wearing something which is transparent. This is same for boys as well as girls. So boys western wear also, I'm not going to talk much in any of my videos, because it's exactly the same thing. Do not wear something transparent. Try to wear cotton shirts or cotton tops as much as possible. Even if it's a synthetic top, make sure you have something inside, so that the undergarments are really not visible. Again, distraction. Why all these rules? These are not rules. This is the objective is avoid distraction. A person should be able to look at your eyes, and when you're making an eye contact very confidently, when you're speaking, the person should be able to fix their gaze on your eyes alone, right, on the face basically. So that's about your shirt or top. Now the trouser and the top must be well ironed. It must be neat, clean and ironed. Now there is a mistake that a lot of job seekers make. They go shopping. Immediately they come to know that, okay, I'm supposed to be wearing formal shirt, formal pant. They just go out and shop, do shopping. Now look, if you have that kind of money and if you want to go and shop, it's okay. But otherwise, it's not a must that you have to spend a lot of money for a formal look. The shirt that you already have, the top that you already have, make sure it's nice, neatly cleaned, fresh and ironed. That's all. So that is a thing about your attire. Now let's come to Indian wear. So what if you are somebody who's very comfortable in a Indian, kurta or saris? So in that also, let's understand what comes under formal wear, something that you can attend interviews with. Okay. Again, avoid jeans. The jeans again are not allowed in fusion wear also, or Indian wear. Kurta with jean is not good for interviews. So wear leggings. Wear leggings when your top is going to be a little below the hip. Okay, if you're wearing a short top, it has to be trousers. But otherwise, with a kurti, you can pair a legging. The kurti, if it is collared, it will be nice. Even if it is not collared, if it's got a false kind of a lining, okay, that is also nice. A contrast colored lining, for example, what I am wearing here, it's got a gold design on top. So this is not appropriate for a interview. This is appropriate for a home or a visit or a party or something like that. So golden thing is there, right? Golden design is there, but you notice that the neckline is having a orange neckline. So the neckline is having a orange trim. So that is good when it gives a formal look. If you are wearing in a formal kurti with a neckline, then that gives a formal look. Collars, Chinese collars, little high neck, these are very good for kurtis. Now your kurti can be short hands, it can be sleeveless, it can be full sleeves. That's your comfort, you according to your body shape, according to your comfort of wearing, you can wear any kind of kurti. Kurtis are very good when they are cotton or if they are silk. Okay, pure silk kurtis look very nice, well ironed and pleated, right? And cotton also is equally good. Now, one thing you definitely want to avoid are synthetic chunnis, synthetic dupattas. You want to avoid that. Believe me, the moment you wear a synthetic dupatta, one is it kills the look of formal look. Secondly, it will keep on falling, and it just spoils the show during the interview. I recommend if you are somebody who is very comfortable with a synthetic dupatta, use it as a scarf. Google some, how to tie a scarf. So you'll get multiple videos of how to tie a scarf in a formal way. So you can tie it around the neck. Someday, maybe in the next video, I will do one where some 2 to 3 types of different ways of tying a scarf, tying a dupatta as a scarf. So I can do that for you. But then Google will give you many such videos. So otherwise, do not take a dupatta, as a dupatta like the way we take in India. But then for interviews, that is a definite no. You can go, however, for a shawl, you can go for a scarf, you can go for a silk dupatta, you can go for a cotton dupatta. Silk and cotton, why? Because you can nicely pin it up. Okay, very nicely, very formal look it gives. So Indian wear, you have a legging or you have straight pants. You can go for leggings or straight pants, darker colored. The kurti a little lighter colored, same, because it will give you contrast. No chunni, no dupatta, synthetic or georgette, no synthetic or georgette dupattas, but a silk dupatta is good, cotton dupatta is good. If at all, you can go for a scarf, you can tie a scarf in a formal look. So that should do when it comes to kurtis. Saris, if you have to wear saris for an interview, go for cotton, go for silk, avoid golden designs. Even for kurtis, avoid gold designs, because gold designs are very bright, flashy flowers, do not look formal again. So same thing in saris, they should have geometric shapes, that's nice. Plain sari with a simple very thin border, that's a nice idea for a sari. So again, go for a little formal kind of a blouse. Pair the sari with a blouse which is a little formal, it doesn't distract. No distracting necklines, no distracting designs on the blouse again. So with this, for women, you will either wear western, you will go for a Indian kurti and legging combination, or you will go for a sari and blouse. So with this three kind of guidelines, I want to sum up and say that, remember, bold colors, solid colors, dark bottom and lighter top combination, uh, geometric shapes, no flowers, no golden designs, and no synthetic dupatta. This should sum it up, and you will be able to create a very good impression. When you look at yourself in the mirror before going for the interview, you yourself will be able to get a very good feel about yourself, and you will feel that, yes, I am ready for the interview. Okay, just for a reference point, you know how olden days, Indira Gandhi, we look at movies and we see how she used to dress up, the kind of three-fourth saris, three-fourth blouses she used to wear, silk and cotton saris, nicely pleated. That's a good Indian look, good Indian formal look. Okay, and other tip is that Google Indian formal wear, and you will find a lot of images which will give you Indian formal wear. Do not think that, hi, it's okay, I'm so good, I'm such a great candidate that my dressing will not matter. You are a great candidate, and so your dressing should be greater. Okay, so with this kind of a mindset, you go and choose your attire. Give a very serious thought to your attire. If your interview is next week, from now you should start thinking about what is it that I will wear on my interview day, and I need to get it cleaned, get it dry cleaned, or iron it. Give a lot of thought to the attire that you will wear on the interview day. So that's it for today. All the women's, all the girls, who are appearing for interview, I hope this helps you, and I will come back with some more tips in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.